Hello, everybody. Oh, here we have what you might call the second episode in this series, if it is a series. Here we're watching again quite unique content because we have Happy Fajita, who is my son, and his two cousins in their first try of Age of Empires on the ranked team ladder. Now, this map is Land Nomad, so. It's a challenging start for a new player because you got to build your town centre, and I guess they're just walking around trying to find a good spot, which is what you want to do. So, okay, it's Blue who was chosen. The Evil Junior has chosen his first spot for the town centre. I guess there's a wood line, there's gold, and stuff like that. So that's good. The thing about them is that because they're new in ranks, they went straight in at 1,000 ELO. You'll see now that they are like 800. Happy Fajita's to 1,000 actually, but so they shouldn't be that. They should be starting much lower because they're complete beginners, right? And they don't know much, so it's not really fair or very demoralizing to beginners. Purple's going to chat. Well, I'm not sure these guys are going to reply to that. Anyway, when we talk about Land Nomad, one thing I'm not going to do on these videos is criticize certain things. So if we're talking high level, this is not the most ideal town center. It should be against the woodline and blah de blah. None of that matters. What matters is Evil Junior has this town center up, which gives him a substantial lead over anybody else. So we don't have to worry about that stuff, It's fine. It's a good location. It's got wood. It's got gold. Purple and yellow are settled together in this bottom corner for safety, I guess. Happy Fajita's finally found his spot up here. Took him a little while of walking around to find that, but yeah, here it is. Again, he's got wood and gold. It's nice. And the evil goat... It's hard to see because his colour is the same as the sheep on the map, the stone on the map, but okay, he's heading up here. I think he's going to chill up here with Happy Fajita, so we're going to have two in this corner, two in this corner, and then Evil Junior is bold and out there. Now you see, despite not being the optimal town centre, he's a substantial lead over everybody because his Vil count is much higher. He has 7 against 3. On this map, this just proves that really put your town centre down anywhere. Just build the damn thing, because this is great for Evil Junior. Okay, so town centre's still coming up for Happy Fajita. Happy Fajita, like in the last game, there was a first edition of this. By the way, which you can see on my channel. But like in the last game, he builds the mill out here on his own. This is what Happy Fajita does. Just builds a mill. He knows he wants to farm at some point, so he goes ahead and builds a mill. I would like to see him prioritise a house first, but, the mill's alright. Safety in numbers, the evil goat is here with him. So, let's see how they get on. Evil Junior's villager count is flying at 10 here. The opponents are doing not as well as him, but better overall. So obviously they have a substantial score lead, and that's just the amount of time it took these guys to get their town centres down. But that's okay. So, well, what should they be focusing on here? Just getting food, and that's really it. You need a bit of wood, but getting food in is what you need to do. Grey is gone for immediate barracks. Now, I don't know if you saw the last game. He was attacked. He didn't like it. And now, in minute 7, he's going for a Dark Age barracks. Let's see what he's going to do with this. Is he going to produce something from it? Let's have a look. That'd be interesting if he does. Evil Goat is laughing. Funny, because they're in voice chat. Let me explain a few things. The team that I play a part of, sometimes we call ourselves the Age of Rum due to our communal drinking of rum on occasion. Well, I've called these lads the age of run due to their need to run away during games. Huh. Gray, he does not want to farm around its town centre. He is building everything around it. He is protecting it. He doesn't want to lose it. Anyway, also, the other two, Evil Junior and Evil Goat, is due to the fact that my brother on my team is called the Evil Monkey, famously. And, yeah, they're his kids, so... age between 13 and 15, these. Okay, we have a militia. What's he going to do? He could go and attack. He could go do something. Let's see if he does. Now, here's a trend we noticed from Evil Goat in the last game. We have dedicated house builder, and we have it again. This time it's a woman. So... Okay, good. This is valuable. He's going around collecting resources. That's good. I like this. I like building this. He is taking... He is helping himself to Happy Feeder's sheep. Nope. He's taking Happy Feeder's wood all the way back to his town centre. I think their aim is to try and be safe. And so... that's why they're together here. They've left Evil Junior to himself. Evil Junior was also placing a mill out here, but there were ibex out here, so that's good. I like that. Okay, these opponents might be better than the last game opponents because they are double in villager numbers nearly. It's massive. You see, this is the problem with the game. You come in at this level and you literally have to lose 20 games before you even get a fighting chance. But let's see how they go. Because this game, like any other, the more you play it, the better you get. And RTS is like a really hard type of game to play. Maybe that's why it's not very popular. And in that category, Age of Empires is one of the hardest you can get. There are 4 resource types to manage. I think StarCraft has like 2 or 3. I've not played it, but that's what I've heard. 2 maybe, and this has 4. So it makes it like one of the hardest RTS games you can play. So props to anyone who tries it out. We've got red long distance taking, but we are not close to that. We are idle villagers. That's what we're doing. The Happy Feeder uses the landing pad. This is what T90's friend Fat Slob does. He has a landing pad. Actually, it's just the default place that villagers spawn. Oh, another barracks. Let's go. Where did the militia go? I don't see any moving grey on the map. Probably because he stood still somewhere. Huh. Did he die? No. No deaths. His army is still alive somewhere. Anyway, he has a militia. He's taking Happy Feeder's gold now. They're going to run where they run out of resources. I can see this. Gray should really go for his own like woodline and gold, but you know, considering they have this position, defend it, throw up a tower or something. Why not? Okay, blue is doing really well with Zico, just like the last game. Also going for a barracks, but he's got his farms down. That's good. This is a perfect spot for a tower. As soon as I would do this if he's because like the last game, he's going to get attacked, and if he's worried about it, a tower here protects all these farms, stone, gold. It is perfect because to some extent this is already protected, right? A few more houses, and you know the woodline's safe, so he could consider that. We see an experienced opponent here who's full walling. Holy cow, those walls, like 10 miles from his town centre. Look at that. How is he ever going to get anything out there to repair? I can be more critical of these players because they're supposedly better, you know? Yeah, 4 walls for red. Purple and yellow are going to wall themselves into this little area. Poor Evil Junior, I feel, is going to be the first to come under attack here. But it only looks like Fast Castle plays... Ooh. Yellow does not trust his opponent. He is gated. That's aggressive. That's like saying, I do not trust you to defend.
Ready.
Okay. Green has farms up. That's good. Grey has now run out of food under his town centre. There's the militia. Grey's now run out of food under his town centre, which is a common thing at this level. What could he do? Just go and take these. You don't have to build a mill next to him. Just click onto him. Go and take the ball, whatever. Alternatively, you've got wood. Throw some farms down. The other thing I noticed, you know, I watch my my son play this sometimes. I'm like super focused on the game. Like every second counts. And I watch him, and he just like stops playing for a second to. Whoa. Let's come back to that. He just stops playing for a second to like chat with me. He doesn't care, so they play it a different way. That's fine. I probably take it too seriously. Okay, now he's hammered in a gate here. He's going to hammer in another gate there, and this wall. Okay, I like that. Let's keep them safe. That's good. Pretty good. Okay. This game goes on for a little bit longer than the last one. It might be because we do better, it might just be because the opponent's full boom. Red behind his walls is going 3 town centres. Good move if he can get it working. I wouldn't recommend this for any of our players though. 3 town centres would spell disaster for them. Focus on keeping 1 busy and try and build military. Yellow's going double range. Oh no, I already feel for blue. Evil Junior. Evil Junior. Well, he would go double stable. Is he going to produce military? That's going to be good. But tower this. Really, that would be great. Obviously, Grey is in Dark Age still because he doesn't have any food income. So I don't think he's... Well, he's still affording to build villages. Somehow. Oh. He went to Castle Age. No, sorry, he didn't. What am I talking about? Okay, he needs houses, but he like hammers in these and then goes and builds new ones. So he's still housed. It's funny. Sometimes just over-clicking, you know? You just need to click and let them work. Like, maybe build houses into these, instead of these walls, build your houses down here, but maybe that's a bit complicated. Second town centre for purple. 103 villagers for opponents, 60 for us. So, okay, knights. Knights for...
Monday?
Well, Evil Junior is going to get spotted. Is Knight might kill the villager though? No. I know. No, he's just patrolling. We've gone double. No, this is good. He's keeping both busy as well. I like this. I don't know how much damage these knights are going to get because the opponents are falling. Like stone walls as well. Yeah, I don't think he's going to see much damage with them. But I believe that army from yellow, well, he's still in feudal age, not going to get much damage with those at the minute. Happy Feet has made a couple of militia. They've just come to stand at the front here. And a random mill for Grey. Well, he just wants to build farms, so he builds a mill. Spearman. Excellent. Let's focus on this. This is the first time we see some aggression. So he might get in here. And Evil Junior, you see, I think we start to understand the player's strength. So Evil Junior just wants to get to Castle Age, but once he's in Castle Age, he's not a boomer. He wants to be aggressive. He should commit to that. Oh, he's trying to click. He's trying to get in. Oh no. Yeah, but this is going to cause a reaction from Red. Red's going to have to build something in defense. Tower. Yeah, watchtower. Isn't really, because I don't think that's a good move, because he can just go and attack one of these other houses. You can't build infinite watchtowers. We got barracks coming up there. Okay, he's still making knights as well. It's really good. Will he move when the tower comes up? Because I don't think these have upgrades. No, they don't. Okay, so now this is good. Attack the other one. He's got to keep building towers. And it's impressive. He's still building villages. It's really good. Let's see our two younger players over here. Well, it's the full guard going on. This is fun. Right, I remember playing the game like this. And, you know, just he gets them out the front, he patrols them back and forward. Like in his mind, he is in this city. He don't care about, you know, the fact that he's got to be well ahead and things like that. He doesn't care. He cares that he's got these units on the front that are like heroes in the story. Like maybe he thinks they have names, and you know, they're heroes of the town because they're keeping everyone safe. That's a great way to play the game. Okay, the spearmen have scared these off. I do not play it like this anymore, obviously, but when we were kids, we did. Yellow is calling it. I don't know why. Oh, look at their score, he says. Uh-oh. Yeah, so this is why we need the towers with upgrades. Oh no, he's clicked them through as well. They're not going to attack. Similar to the last game, he's going to get attacked and he'll probably resign. Oh no, they're not attacking. The thing is that skirmishers are counter to archers, right? I know he's got knights that counter skirmishers, but yeah, we maybe don't know the counter units. And knights are a good play. Blue's played well here. Second town centre, I like that. Yeah, he's not happy about the fact that Red has resigned. Red maybe thinks it's too easy. But this is counterproductive. Because, you know, if everyone resigns, they're going to increase in score massively and never get to the yellow they want. Against two players, we might have a fairer game on our hands here. We'll see. We have 4 walls here. And Grey has started farming near that mill. But it's not the worst thing in the world. We do have a third of the village account of the opponents. Now, what can Blue realistically do here against 2 players? Nothing, right? He can start to fend it off with towers and stuff, like I said, but, you know, attack this with villagers. But ultimately, probably the opponent will win this situation. Plus, you don't think to attack the ram with villagers, so... Oh no. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. Really good. Happy Feet has said hi to his teammates. Grey's going Castle Age because he has this. So yeah, to slow it down, I would try and build towers. But you know, you need to get villagers out. Take villagers to safety somewhere. Yellow thinks he's an absolute god. Little does he know he's playing against That's good. Almost was good. Yeah, nice one. Nice one, Evil Junior. Little does Yellow know he's probably a sweaty 40-year-old. You know, I shouldn't really judge him. He's probably just here after a hard day at work, but he doesn't know he's playing against kids. Evil Junior resigns again. He's had enough. He doesn't have much staying power. It seems like, I know his game. He goes to Castle Age, he builds army, tries to do this thing. As soon as he gets attacked, he's gone. He needs to try and learn how to stay a little bit longer, I guess, and defend. But that comes with time. Okay, more heroes. These guys. They don't know, but these units are going to get absolutely demolished by this in seconds. But, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because this is how they play the game. And I like it. I'm jealous of it. I'm jealous that I have to play the game so rigidly. I used to play it when I was a child, I remember specific games. I used to play these water maps, and in the midst of battle, I made a whole army, and then I drove them down the river to my brother's base, and like pretended that he had to inspect the ships and stuff before they went out to fight. It's not the game; it's counterintuitive to actually attacking, but that's how I liked to play it. Get your imagination in there. Made it so much more fun. And I didn't want the games to end, so the idea was to build an empire and defend it. I see some of that. But sadly, they are now at 4 times the villager count, and yeah, it's not going to go well. We have Imperial Age from these opponents, 2 of them. Happy Feet is not really in position to go. Well, let's see, he might be on his resources. No, not really. Yeah, and this is the problem. Towers, towers, towers. It would just help them survive a little bit longer. Oh, this is the fight I was talking about. The heroes are dead. This is sad. They're never attacked. I guess we don't know about patrol move. And this will be the end of this game, but I hope they keep trying, because eventually, after 10 games, 20 games, they'll be down at a reasonable ELO, and eventually you match against players of your own ability, and then you start to get a 50% win rate. You know, that's what the ELO system's intended to do. And then they're not losing all the time. So I hope they continue to play and get there, but it's just sad that the start of the game, for the start of the rank journey for anyone is like this. Now, we do have a tower. I love this tower, right? If we'd had them on the front, we might be a better... But yeah, it protects wood, it protects gold. I really like it. Purple is, you know, as I said, sweaty nerd, and here he comes with his castle. I don't know what Yellow makes of this. He probably thinks they're doing smurfing or something. I don't know. But you know, it's not their fault. They have no way to say we want to start at a lower ELO. That's not a good place to. Oh, what a hero! Here he goes. Here he goes. Look at this. Oh. He's that Yellow is on top of the world. He thinks he's the micro god. He's killing villagers. He's literally on top of the world. He's texting his friends. And he's loving it. He's loving life. And maybe it's just helped him have a better day and feel good. But, yeah. Not much can be done, you know, and it's going to take a few games before they get down there. I just hope they continue to try and do that. And if they do, I'll be sure to I'll be sure to bring the games to the ladder. Sorry, to bring the games to YouTube. We resigned now, and yeah. Well, at the end of it, 243 villages. This is 1. Okay. But you know, there isn't really much chance. So let's look. Even just look at the APM. You can see how much higher it is on average for the team. But you know, the fact is that, and the basic things about the game are that when we got to like 15 minutes in or so, Red's going 3 town centres, you know, and knows how to manage that. Now, that's not a requirement. As I said, 3 town centres isn't good. The level these players are, I think 1 town centre is just fine. In fact, I shall call out Evil Junior here because how he's playing the game at this point is perfect. Only is he up to Castle Age in a reasonable time. I would recommend adding some defence, like a tower here, like I discussed. But he's staying on 1 town centre. He's got gold and food to produce villagers. Knights, sorry, and he's producing them out of 2 town centres, and he's going to go and fight with them. The only thing that probably should improve here, like I said, is the tower. A few more on gold so you can get more knights out, and then upgrades. I don't think we had blacksmith upgrades, but generally if you're going against archers, you want the defense upgrades, at least, and perhaps bloodlines, which I don't think you got, which gives them extra hit points. But that's a really good way to play. I just think if he could be a bit more defensive and not lose his base, because we know he's got very little staying power as Evil Junior, then that would be good for him. But he's you know, he plays well, so I think he can progress well in the game based on that. For Happy Fajita, well, as we mentioned before, as we saw before in the last game, he needs to keep his town centre busier. He needs to go onto farms quicker. Don't get housed, things like that. These are just basic mistakes. It doesn't matter. It's just things that he will learn in time. But yeah, the main thing that's going to make a difference to these players is playing against people of a similar ability to them. Anyway, we'll do it for that one. Yeah, I hope they play again, and I'll look out for it if they do. Thank you for watching, and yeah, leave a comment in the video to our 3 players to encourage them. Please do. I'm sure they'll be happy to see that, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.